It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and off we go from Cleveland. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Quick to the air is Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second down carry for Sampson. And the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be third and short now from the 49.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. We talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
Jets getting ready for this first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. He runs it up to midfield. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
Here's Brees on the ground for the first time. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They're going play action. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
Starting on the ground, Noel Sampson. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Finds the in route complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and just 2 to go. It's Sampson lining out of the gun. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really push the backs of the defense.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Tua setting up to throw. That's incomplete on 2nd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
A 43-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
Dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Complete out to the right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Pass play coming here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Sticking to the air here. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And he he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And give them 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up third and very short.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Looking in the air here. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step one towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a second quarter lead. Brees Hall with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Tua. On the screen, this is Sampson. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
We've set it downs from 37. From the gun, it's Hall. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They bring Wilson in motion right. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He's going to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Out of the backfield looking for Brees Hall there. So it's second down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shot.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off here to Sampson. Shoots away from one. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns push their lead to 3. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll throw 3rd and long. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner. Up past the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect to a tank down. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Working now from the gun. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Give on 2nd to Hall. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10. They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. 2 and out from the gun. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on third down. To the air on third and long. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. New York to the line. First and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuff on the run.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. That one finds his man, likely. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
The Jets, first down. A gain of 22.
They're throwing it. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Offensive line, this is second and 4. Throwing off the play fake. To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 from the 32. They give to Hall on the draw. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Hall gets it again on second down. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Third down give to Hall. Makes the tackle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. From the red zone now. Connects with his back. Hall. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass to far more.
He runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets take the lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Starting from the 5. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Connects downfield, on target to Dell. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Jets might be able to get some points late after the interception. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll come out throwing. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, come sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Likely's got it right side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. And I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today...
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
5 men in the secondary for the Browns. Third down. Here he goes. Third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing now, another shotgun. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down. So back to the drawing board they go for second. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Same guy, Wilson again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Hall running between the tackles. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers. When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. From the red zone on first. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And when the veteran QB said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Running this with Hall. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He's got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, New York.
Throwing from the gun here. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets push their lead to 18. Pass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd down run from Junkins. You'll see he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
At the 40-yard line.
And they just get the play off. And the screen, this is Simpson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Three-quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, here's Tua. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 35 out of that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Dude, I've probably seen 1 million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one's caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. Tank Dell, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throw here on 1st. Hits him on the out route. On the move, past the 40. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Go play action on 1st down. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Hall on the give. And second down only works out for a yard.
Mason Graham on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on third and short. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
From the red zone now. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Jets making a 3-score game in the fourth. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Tyler Bass set to
Bass now to kick this away. Samuel now to return it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Tua now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Throw right side, down has it. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Tagovailoa on first down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. He finds Sampson out of the backfield. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
He's got a man left. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Browns first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second in inches. Hand off to Sampson. Through the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Hall. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's Hall once more. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long for him here. To him yet again. That is caught. He's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
So it's a roller win for the Jets. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well...
Zombie Nation.